cave.
Have you ever traveled to Europe? Have you ever wanted to travel to Europe? What about Greece? Is there anything in particular in Greece that interests you? The history behind it? Why it's still there? Why one of the biggest buildings and one of the most amazing structures in the world is still standing and how it's able to still stand? Today I'm going to talk to you about the reason behind the Parthenon, the design behind the Parthenon, and the construction behind the Parthenon. The Parthenon was built for Athena. Athena was able to lead the Athenians to a victory over the Persians in a 40-year war. The Persians decided they were going to give up, and they signed a peace treaty, and the Athenians celebrated by building the Parthenon. Athena was the daughter of Zeus. She was known as the perpetual virgin. The Parthenon literally translates into the virgin's place. The Parthenon was designed for Athena. After the victory over the Persians, the Athenians needed a place that would represent her and represent everything that they've done for her. She was able to bring them their freedom back. So the Parthenon began. Thus the design began. Pericles was one of the designers of the Parthenon. Phidias, who designed and built the structure of Athena, was one of the designers as well. He knew that this was going to be a massive undertaking and needed somebody other than himself and Pericles, so they brought in the architect Iktinos. He was the mastermind behind the Parthenon. The Parthenon was designed around Athena. It was designed to hold the statue by Phidias. The Parthenon has 17 columns down the sides and 8 columns in the front. The design needed to be massive. They knew that it was going to have to be something that was going to withstand the test of time, as Athena did. The construction behind the Parthenon began in 480 BC. It began when all the Athenians brought tons and tons of marble from the quarry, 10 miles. They conveyed it after piece after piece after piece and built the walls of the Parthenon. They chipped away at it to build the columns of the Parthenon, and thus the Parthenon began to rise. Prior to where the Parthenon is now, sat the Parthenon that is known as the pre-Parthenon, which was destroyed by the Persians prior to the war against the Athenians and Athena. The pre-Parthenon still had pieces. It still had some of the walls, it still had some of the columns, and this is where the columns and the walls for the new Parthenon would go. In 439 BC, the Parthenon was finished. After 12 years, it took them, because it was built in 447, it finished in 439. It took them 12 years to build the Parthenon, and once it was finished, they knew that this was something that was going to last. They knew that they had built something that would represent everything that Athena was to them. This is the Parthenon here. This is how it looks today. It was destroyed by the Turkish. It was destroyed by many other religions that came in and took over after the Athenians left. Other religions would come in and they would make changes to it to make it look the way that they wanted it to look. When it was originally built, inside there were murals and pictures of gods defeating beasts. But as time went on, and this culture came in and that culture came in, changes were made to it. This is the original floor plan of the Parthenon. This is the way that the Athenians wanted to look. This is the way that they felt that it should look, and this is what they designed to know that it would last forever. This is Athena. She is the daughter of Zeus, and she is the one and the reason behind the Parthenon. With something as great as the Parthenon, it is no wonder that it has very easily become one of the greatest, if not the greatest structure that stands today. It has clearly stood the test of time, and it will remain standing because it was built to do so. Thank you.